The Oologah Mustang Network is on the air. And this is Mustang Football.
Let's go!
And now, here's your host, Brent Kellogg, Kevin Hogue, and Blake Salt.
Jones, the son of Greg Jones and Tasha Jones. Player Caleb Pierce, the son of Michael Pierce and Rebecca Rogers. Football player Lennon Pollard, the son of Jeff Pollard. Football player Jude Rowe, the son of Trace Rowe and Cindy Rowe. Football player Spencer, the son of Hurst and Misty Spencer. Football player Kiowa Tate, the son of Kevin and Brenna Tate and Christy Tate. Football player Ace Wright, the son of Brian Troll and Tara Wright. Football player Lane Yacht, the son of Jason and Amy Yacht. Ladies and gentlemen, your football CHS senior. Band members at this time, please take the field.
The Oologah Mustang Network is on the air. And this is Mustang Football.
Let's go!
And now, here's your host, Brent Kellogg, Kevin Hogue, and Blake Salt.
The Old Testament book of 1 Samuel tells a historic tale of a young boy facing unimaginable, prohibitive odds, facing a giant of a warrior named Goliath, possibly one of the most famous tales of ancient Hebrew texts, and a story that has been used to inspire and motivate and cause competitors, companies, organizations to truly believe that anything can happen. Hello, everybody. I'm Brent Kellogg, along with Kevin Hogue, Blake Salt, and this motley crew called the Mustang Network. And we are on the road tonight to face what has been described as one of the best 4A teams in over a decade. They're new to 4A3, outscoring their opponents 452 to 85 this season. There's an average point differential of 45 points, with Week 6 raising the most eyebrows, defeating Wagner 42-0. If Vegas involved, the money tonight would be on the Cushing Tigers, not only for tonight, but to go all the way to the gold ball. But bigger giants have fallen. Truth be told, it's been a few years since we've been able to say this, but tonight, the Mustangs have more than one loss to play for. They actually could be playing for a district championship. You win here, and anything can happen. Hello, everybody. We're glad you're along tonight. Kevin, Blake, fought through some technical issues, but it's time for Friday Night Lights.
We're here, yes, sir. Big opportunity, as you mentioned, by far and away the number one team in the state, and just a great opportunity for Coach Wagner and the Mustangs tonight. Obviously, we're going to have to play well. We're going to have to do some good things, and we are battling the elements. Maybe some of that can come into play tonight, but really looking forward to it and glad to be along.
Blake, you're down on the sideline. Folks, we got to apologize. Their PA announcer is really, really loud, so
Yes.
He's probably louder than what we are. But, Blake, you're down on the field. Just kind of feel the excitement. The Mustang stands are really starting to fill up. Folks have traveled well tonight as well.
We have traveled well, and that's really good to see. Good support. That can help in a really big game like this. This playoff has big playoff implications, this game does, and so it's really important that we go out and make a really good showing tonight. And if nothing else, we can make a statement as a football team tonight against Cushing Tigers.
We are about 18 minutes away from kickoff. When we come back, we're going to sit down and visit with head coach Darren Wagner. We're going to talk about the keys to the game, go through our starting lineups. We are on the road tonight at Cushing, America. They're the number one team in 4A. We believe we've got a battle on our hands. We're going to take a timeout. We'll be back with more right after this. Don't go away.
A water faucet with clean water, a reliable car on a busy day, a faithful dog, and reliable insurance. They're there when you need them. Coach Jason Brown and Chalkline Insurance is your local insurance agent. After 20 years in coaching, Jason is using that work ethic to take care of you and your family. Chalkline Insurance is locally owned by a name you know and backed by an agency with more than 30 years of experience. If you own it, we can insure it. For all your commercial, home, rental, auto, and recreational insurance needs, give Coach Brown a call at 918-789-3848. Chalkline Insurance, your local insurance agent in Oologah, where character creates connection.
Hey, Mustang families, week 9, back with Coach Wagner. Coach, we had a great win on Friday night in our home stadium. It was a rocking crowd. It was some of the most fun I've had. I know we had a great time in the broadcast. Why don't you just kind of wrap up that it was a big game for us in district play to beat the War Dogs?
Yeah, it was a big win. I mean, there's 3 of us tied at 4 right now, Cushing, Wagner, and us. Miami's a really good football team. We knew that last year. They're going to be good next year.
Yeah.
You know, that's a roster that's pretty deep for them right now, actually. But I thought our kids played extremely hard. It was kind of complimentary football. We stubbed our toe a little bit in the first half.
Yeah.
We popped a kick around, and then we had a fumble on a jet sweep exchange with Burchett and Joe, and we kind of stubbed our toe there where we had a chance to get points. But I felt like the defense played really well, kept us in it till we got our feet underneath us. You know, we got a big takeaway there after we fumbled, we got a takeaway, we got it right back. We got a big stop in the third quarter at midfield that set up really the go-ahead score. And at halftime, we just talked about somebody needs to make a play on offense. Somebody needs to get us going, and Braxton Moore did that when he popped the tunnel screen, and next thing you know, we were kind of off and running. And
yeah, he showed some good speed, and I'm like you. We were talking in the booth. The defense was keeping us in it. They had short fields. We were able to force field goals, not give them touchdowns, to stay within striking range. And I remember that big fourth down stop kind of at midfield. The defense just seems to be playing at a high level and just with fanatical effort, if you will, just great effort, flying to the ball. That's fun to see, and I know that's your side of the ball, so good job there. Now this week, we obviously have a mountain of a challenge, the number 1 team. We're going to Cushing. No one has really stayed within reach of them. So just what kind of problems do they present? I know it's personnel, right? What kind of things are we going to see on Friday night at Cushing?
Well, they present lots of problems. They got a Division I quarterback. He's committed to Mexico State. They got guys that they can throw it to, that they can hand it to. They spread, 52.5 yards wide. They use the whole thing. So those guys are impressive. I think they use different personnel groupings. They're going to live in it for a while because they're going to tempo you and go extremely fast. Mm-hmm. So when you get a personnel grouping, you're going to see that for a while. But if you watch the film, they're snapping the ball. The chains are not set yet on the sidelines. So it gives you an idea how fast they're going. I think the thing for us is to really forget the last play, no matter what happens, because you got to get your eyes to the sideline, get the defensive call, and get ready to play the next snap, because they're going to try to attack you. But at the same time, we really like the challenge. I mean, they're number 1 in the state. And I think anybody that's a competitor wants to measure themselves against that. And we're playing for a lot. We view it as we're playing for a district championship.
Absolutely.
That's the way that we look at it. We want to try to get this thing to 5-1. They might be a little bit more deeper and talented than us, but we're not going to shy away from a challenge or anything like that.
Yeah, I think our kids have rallied to the challenge. They keep their heads up. This is something we've noticed, like on defense. We seem to do just that. Maybe forget the last play, forget the last drive, and able to start fresh. So looking forward to the challenge here tonight, and we wish you luck.
Thank you.
All right, we'll be back with more after this.
At Advanced Homes, we embrace your individual style and work hard to design a home that fits you and your family. With over 25 years in the home building industry, Brian has an excellent ability to take your individual ideas and turn them into amazing blueprints that become your dream home. Advanced Homes is built on a lifelong influence of family in the construction, real estate, and land development industry. Our business is founded on a family orientation that exemplifies quality workmanship, value, confidence, and Christian values. With Advanced Homes, your custom-built home will be one of a kind. Give us a call. New gated community, Captiva Point, with new secluded 10-acre plots. Captiva Point is located on Lou Ridge Road with 5 boat ramps within 5 to 15 minutes. Advanced Homes. Give us a call today at 918-855-6597 or check out all of our properties on Facebook or our website, advancedhbi.com. Advanced Homes. We don't just build houses, we help you build the home you've always dreamed of.
Welcome back to the Mustang Halftime Show. Hello, everybody. I'm Brent Kellogg, along with Kevin Hoke, Blake Salt, Charlie Newland, Jason Streeter, Rick Fisher, and none other than birthday boy, Brett Wigington. Ladies and gentlemen, he's celebrating his 12th birthday today. Not really. So, guys, let's talk tonight a little bit about who our expected starters are. We're about 12 minutes away from kickoff here. On offense, we're going to start with that offensive line. At right tackle, you'll see junior number 55, Jackson Gill. At right guard, expected number 71, senior Corey Eden. At center, Colin Schrader. At left guard, number 50, sophomore Warren Pierce. Left tackle, Bryce Bears. We are going to stop and catch the national anthem here for just a moment, so we'll go to the field.
Now under the direction of Miss Belinda Flynn, our CHS choir, let's take this opportunity to pay tribute to the Stars and Stripes of America with a singing of our national anthem, followed by our CHS band and our Cushing High School fight song.
Hope you could hear that. That was on the far side, the Cushing High School choir, as they were singing the national anthem, and so that's what we were stopping and pausing for. We're outside, and so it's kind of awkward to talk while they're doing the national anthem, and so we wanted to experience that. I do want to apologize. I said that left tackle is sophomore Bryce Byers, and we're really excited about him and the contribution that he makes. Talk about our tight end, sophomore Gavin Salt, 8 completions for 82 yards on the season. Rafe Tackett, you'll see at tight end as well. Guys, it's really important that our offensive line have a big night tonight in protecting our quarterback and establishing the run game.
Yeah, I think it can help both ways. Obviously, we know by looking at their scores, we're going to have to put up some points. They got a big-time quarterback, so not only are we going to have to put up some points, but if we possess the ball, we're eating some clock, shortening the game, they can't score. So I think it's a double-edged sword. We're going to have to really lean on that offensive line tonight, Blake.
Yeah, I think you're right. The running game is going to be super crucial, but we're going to have to be able to throw the ball when we need to. But the running game and our time possession, just like you said, is going to be super important to keep their offense off of the field and our defense limited against that offense.
For our receivers tonight, you'll see senior A.J. Streeter, 12 completions on the season for 142 yards. Braxton Moore really has kind of come on strong the last couple of games. Kind of was a spark last week, 15 completions for 260 yards. Jackson Burchett, 9 completions, 83 yards. And Brad Hoisington, 4 completions for 49 yards. I think it's really important tonight when those guys are able to make plays that they be productive. Blake?
I think it's really important to be productive, and what I think it is we're not even looking for a bunch of home run shots for those guys, but we're looking for some key, 3rd down and 5, and we're able to toss the ball out and get a first down, keep the ball moving and drive the ball and not be completely one-dimensional. If our whole entire pass game is shut down and we have to run the ball, these guys have a really good defense. They have a good linebacker core, so we're going to have to be balanced.
He's going to have a good night tonight. Running back number 21, junior Ashton Wright, 160 carries, 995 yards, Kevin. He actually had enough net yards, but when you take some of the losses out from last week, he's got 995 yards on the season, so he should easily cross that 1,000-yard mark. He's averaging 6.2 per carry. We're going to need that. It would be nice tonight to be able to get 6.2 per carry. He's got 13 touchdowns on the season. You've also seen Nate Morrow and Braden Stovall carry the ball a little bit. At quarterback, Joseph Griswold passing 56 completions out of 102 attempts. He has a completion ratio of 55%. He has passed for a total of 700 yards, 7 touchdowns, and only 4 interceptions on the season. He's rushed effective for 549 yards and 7 touchdowns, and I think that's what makes him a dual threat guy. He's liable to tuck it and run with those long legs. He can pick up yards on the ground.
Yeah, and he's been wildly successful this year running, and there's some design runs, and sometimes he just tucks it and run. Does a great job. That's been an extra dimension to the offense this year.
Jackson Burchett, the kicker, he is 18 of 20 on PATs, and we have not attempted a field goal. On defense, let's talk about those guys. Colin Schrader will start on defensive end. They've shoved him over a little bit. He was at the nose earlier in the season. 9 solo tackles. He counts for 5 tackles for loss and 19 total tackles on this season. At the nose, you'll see Warren Pierce has 8 solos. He had 5 solo tackles last week and a total of 12. You'll see Rafe Tackett on the other defensive end with 11 solo tackles, 21 tackles on the season. Ty Cherry at outside linebacker with 17 solo tackles, 29 total. You'll see Brady Evans, but they're also going to use Joe Griswold in that spot a little bit on that outside linebacker with 25 total tackles for Brady on the season. You'll see Tyler Stovall, some with 29 total tackles on the season. Gavin Salt is second on the team with 56 total tackles on the season. Jaden Tanner has 50 tackles this season. Nate Morrow has 47 solo, 22 assists, 11 tackles for loss. He had 7 last week and leads the team with 69 total tackles. And then you'll also A.J. Streeter back at free safety. He has 30 tackles on the season. At your corners, Ashton Wright, 10 solo, 13 total. And sophomore Brad Hoisington, he has 25 solo tackles, 29 total tackles on the season. And then Jackson Burchett as well. And Braxton Davis, you'll see them roll in at corners as well. Going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to talk about keys to the game, who you got for MVP, the coin toss, and so much more. This is the Advanced Homes Tailgate Show on the Mustang Network.
It takes less than 1 minute to find out if you may have prediabetes. You can do it here. But I get it, you're busy, and busy people can't have prediabetes. I read that wrong. They can, okay? Just go to the site.
At Raising Cane's, we're huge football fans, but we're also fans of over 30,000 other partners in the communities we serve. When you order our hand-battered chicken fingers, you're also supporting your hometown. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love.
Hello, Mustang family. Like most schools across the state, we are in need of more bus drivers, whether you're a full-time bus driver or just a part-time bus driver.
If you're interested, you can contact Jeff Cluck at the number below and details on how to get certified to drive a bus.
Also, bus drivers, their starting rate of pay is $19.20.
Welcome back to the Mustang Halftime Show. Hello, everybody. Brett Kellogg along with Kevin Hogue and Blake Salt. It's kind of a drizzly, rainy, can't decide what it wants to do kind of Friday night as the Mustangs are on the road in Cushing. Guys, let's talk real quick about what the Mustangs need to do. We're about 4 minutes away from kickoff. So what would you say your keys to the game for the Mustangs to find success against this number 1 Cushing team?
Yeah, they want to sling it around. They want to go with pace. So you mentioned our corners, Ashton and Brad Hoisington. I think they're going to have some big nights and play probably their best games of the year for us to have a chance.
Blake, what about you? What are your thoughts the Mustangs need to do to find success tonight?
I really think that the Mustangs have to limit the offense of the Cushing Tigers on the field. I think that we have to establish a running game and win the time of possession battle, and we just have to play really good football. We have to do our job, all 11 people on the field at the entire time, and we're going to have to realize these guys are going to make plays, but we have to respond to make our own.
Their PA announcer is so loud that we're struggle busing tonight. I apologize, folks, for the audio issues. So we're really loud. Good. I think your defensive line tonight's going to have to define success. Colin Schrader, Warren Pierce, and Rafe Tackett, they are going to have to find a way to get pressure on Blaze Berlowitz. He's their quarterback. He committed this week to New Mexico State. He's a D1 level quarterback. And so our defensive line tonight is just going to have to find success. I think you've also got to be able to defend the pass. They're planning on kind of keeping everything in front of you. That's your best option on defense. And I think you got to find a way to run the football. Ashton averages 6.2. That'd be amazing tonight. I don't know that you'll get that, so your passing game is going to have to keep them honest. So short passes to the outside, your offensive line's got to give JoJo time to pass the ball. You got to find a way to stay in this deal. Here's the deal. Cushing has no idea what adversity feels like. They haven't been punched in the mouth. No one's been able to even keep it close. Their average point differential is 45 points in the games that they've won. And so if you can go in at half with a chance, I'd like to quote Lloyd Christmas, so you're telling me there's a chance, right? Make every possession count. You got to minimize your mistakes. Blake, let's start with you. Who you got for MVP tonight? Who do the Mustangs need to have a big night tonight?
I think the Mustangs need to have Ty Cherry have a big night. He plays a lot of outside linebacker, but tonight, because of the way the Cushing Tigers are able to throw the football around in their past of this season, they're actually moving him back into a defensive back type of look, kind of a nickel back is what they call it. And so he needs to have a big night. He's going to have the opportunity to make some plays, and we're going to need him to when he's in the right spot.
Kevin, who you got?
I'm going to go with A.J. Streeter, and I'm going to go with the magic number of 2. I think he needs to have either combined for 2 touchdowns, takeaways, whether that's interception, fumble, something. But he's going to have a big night. We're going to have to get him in the end zone. He's going to have a pick, multiple things. So if he can get to 2, I think we're going to do just what Brent said, to get to halftime with a chance, and then Coach Wagner can take it from there. All right, so we are about ready to go. 1 minute, 15 seconds here. The Cushing Tigers will start from the south end zone with the ball. So we'll be kicking off, Blake. I think we got to try to kick in the end zone, keep it out of their playmakers' hands, make them go a long distance tonight. You mentioned staying in the game. We didn't do that very well at Wagner. We got a penalty right off the jump and started inside our own 7. Then they had the ball inside, on the plus 50 every opportunity in the first half. I think we cannot let that happen tonight, Blake. I'm
going to break both of my rules, and I'm going to pick 2 for who you got.
Okay.
And you said it in the Suburban on the way up here. The horse is dead, right? Stop beating it. But I'm going to say tonight that I think Braxton Moore, and last week he really was that offensive spark that got the Mustangs going in the win over Miami. But I think Braxton Moore and A.J. Streeter, they're going to have a big night tonight, because I think they're going to force us to try to throw it, and we're going to be successful to do that. They're going to commit to shutting down our 6.2 yards per rush. And so I think Braxton Moore and A.J. Streeter, I think they're going to have a good night. You've seen their confidence build. I'd like to see 175-plus yards receiving. I know that's a big ask for this offense that is run-heavy. But I think tonight, if you're going to have success, we're going to have to get creative with our offense. We're going to have to be effective in passing the ball. So there you see it. The Mustangs have run on the field. The Cushing Tigers have come out of their inflatable tiger. And the clock sets at 0.0, which means we are ready to have a ball game. The Mustangs won the toss. They'll take the ball at the second half, which means Cushing will start the night on offense.
Yeah, and I think that's big. I like that. Strength against strength, if you will. We're going to get a look at their, Division I. You mentioned he committed this week. They got other Division I guys on the roster. So we're going to get a taste of it. As you mentioned, if we could stay close, make it a game, you never know. Because you play a team that's, winning by 40 points a game. How are they going to react deep into the fourth quarter when it's a one-possession game? Hopefully we can get it there.
I think you got to give yourself a chance. They have not dealt with adversity. And so if the Mustangs can create that adversity, you could find yourself maybe in a position where you can have some big things happen for you. The Mustangs are set to kick it away. Jackson Burchett will do the kicking duties.
Jackson's done a good job this year. He's kicked it deep, forced them to return. In previous years, we've seen kind of that corner coffin kick where they're getting the ball at the 35 to 40. Like kicking it deep here, run down and make a tackle.
Our goal is every week for you to experience
you're in it right
the
now.
Environment. We've never been this close to the band. It's a relatively small
low kick it.
visitor section.
We're fumbling around. We got to make a tackle now.
Knock him out of bounds about the 34-yard line.
Yeah, we got cowbells, we got fans, we got their PA announcer who's
really loud.
100